The next speaker we have, I'm very excited to introduce him to you, and so glad he made room in his schedule to come and speak to us today. His name is Scott Peckham. He's the founder and CEO of International Property Solutions. Scott is passionate about property and building businesses. He has dominated in 3 niche international property markets he focused on: South African property market overseas, Australian and UK property in South Africa, selling over 2,000 properties to a value of 1.6 billion. He did this simply by educating his buyers, speaking to over 7,500 live and nearly 1,000 on webinars, and then providing solutions. Recently, he has partnered with Tony Robbins and Chet Holmes to bring the best business ideas, skills, and strategies to South Africa and Africa. We're very excited to have you here to us to give us some of those pearls of wisdom. Thank you, Scott.
Tell me your name.
My name is Gladiator. Father to a murdered son. Husband to a murdered wife. I will have revenge.
False slave become more powerful than the Emperor.
I said you were a giant. I shall shoot you.
At my signal. Unleash hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, to survive in today's current environment, you have to be a master gladiator to win on the battlefield. According to the National Association of Realtors, their numbers have dropped in 2006 from 1.36 million in America to 1.1 million, roughly 20%. According to the US states, the tax office have actually dropped from around 800,000 to 160,000 realtors, or nearly 80%. According to our State Agents Affairs Board, 2006 we had 62,000 estate agents. Today, well not actually today because I couldn't get this year's statistics, but last year we had 22,000. It's roughly 65%. Who here has been impacted by the economy as we see it today? Excellent. I haven't. I sleep every night like a baby. But let's be honest, a baby sleeps for an hour, it wakes up, and then it cries for an hour. So why do I sleep like a baby? In January, I went to one of the top business courses in the world. It was hosted by a gentleman by the name of Tony Robbins. Now, Tony Robbins is a business billionaire. He's built the life and business coaching industry, and he was actually nominated by Accenture as one of the top 50 business intellectuals of the last century. And he asked a question: how many businesses actually fail within 10 years? Does anyone know the answer? 90%?
95%.
95%? Any other guesses? It's 96%, ladies and gentlemen. He went on to say that to be a businessman, you have to be a gladiator. You take on massive risk. You go against all odds, and yet you do it to achieve a dream. Now, who here believes that they are a gladiator?
Oh, yes.
To be honest, I consider you all gladiators. You have not only survived the global financial crisis, but you are here today to learn, to prosper, and to go forward. Now, I asked Kirsten to ask you all to bring along something that reminded you of sales. Did anyone listen to the instructions?
Yeah.
Can I see them? Did anyone want to volunteer what they brought?
I'm wearing it.
You're wearing it. I brought my wallet. You brought your wallet? Full of money. Excellent. Anyone else?
We brought a toe, but it's in the car.
You brought what, sorry?
A toe.
A A till, fantastic. Anyone else?
My underpants.
How does that remind you of sales?
Well, they have to be reinforced when I do the deals. That's what I like it enough.
Fantastic, guys. Look, I hope to share those stories over a few beers today. Actually, for interest's sake, I brought my video camera along because I believe that technology and sales are very closely linked. But I think most importantly, and particularly when you're in the property game, business and sales are very closely linked. Now let's be honest, who here considers what's going to happen in 2011 as a good year or a bad year? A better year. The American property market has dropped by 40%. In some places, Las Vegas, it's dropped by 70%. It's actually started to stabilize, yet in the last 3 or 4 months, it's started to lose ground again. The unemployment rate is the highest it's ever been. When I was there in January, if you took all their personal and business assets and multiplied it by 2, it didn't take over the country's debt. When I was back in August, it was now 5 times. When you go to London, the London property market lost 15%. It recovered by 17%, so pretty much got back to neutral. But in the last 3 months, it's actually gone negative again for 3 consecutive months. And they're starting to talk double dip. So the question I've got for you, can you survive the second wave of the recession? I'm here today to show you how you can. Through using the art of war, you will not only survive the recession, but you will thrive. I'm going to give you 9 ways that you can be far more effective doing the things that you're currently doing. I'm going to show you how you can win the business that is available. I'm going to show you how to systematically and significantly increase your sales. I'm going to show you how to find the dream clients. I'm going to give you some business skills so that you can build the business that you want. And as I said, most importantly, I'm going to make sure that not only you survive, but you thrive. So let's run a little quiz. Does anyone know what percentage of businesses actually get to 8 million rand in annual turnover? Anyone know? It's 5%, just less than 5%. Anyone know how many of that 5% actually get to 40 million? 0.08%. And finally, anyone know how many of those 0.08% get to 80 million? 1.5%. 1 in 25 companies only lasts 10 years. So my question is, what is it? Is it the product or is it the service? I don't think it's either. One gentleman opens a hamburger store in 1967, and today you've still got Joe's hamburger joint. Another gentleman opens a store, and 30 years later you've got McDonald's. Now, which one has a better hamburger? So the question is, if it's not product or service, then what is it? It's skills, ladies and gentlemen. It's skills of the business owner. All of you are business owners, and it's your skills that will determine not only your success, but also how big and good and great your company becomes. Anyone can build a company to 8 million rand in turnover through sheer hard work and determination. I personally built a business to nearly 16 million rand in turnover by working half days. My analogy of a half day is at least 12 hours a day. But to be honest, to take it to the next level, you need a different set of skills. And to take it to the level again, to 80 million, you need even a separate set of skills. So could I see a show of hands? Who would like to earn 10 times more income in the next 12 months?
Yeah, sure.
Could you keep those hands up if you could work 10 times harder? So what I'm going to show you today is how to achieve more by doing less. And ultimately, the way to do that is by working smarter. Now, one of the gladiators that Tony Robbins works with is a guy by the name of Chet Holmes. Chet Holmes worked for Charlie Munger, who's Warren Buffett's partner.
Yeah.
He doubled the sales in 9 of their divisions. He's worked for 60 of the Fortune 500 companies in America, some of the biggest companies in America. And he's also written the book, The Ultimate Sales Machine, which has been the #1 best-selling sales book in America for the last 3 years. Chet Holmes says, It's not about doing 4,000 different things. It's about doing